Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the news. Before we begin, a quick look at the headlines. Shillong Literary Festival adds flavour to festive season. Chief Minister Conrad Sangma hails festive's role in inspiring young writers. Meghalaya Assembly lights up for World Children's Day. UNICEF lauds state's efforts for children. Government raises alarm over drug network as it confirms use of children in narcotic trade. And India bags 9 goals at World Boxing Cup Finals 2025 with women boxers sweeping 7 gold medals. The local news first. The 5th edition of the Shillong Literary Festival opened on Wednesday at Wards Lake, bringing together writers, poets and artists from India and abroad for 3 days of discussions, readings and performances. Meghalaya Chief Minister praised the festival's growth over the past 4 to 5 years. It adds a unique flavour to the festive season, celebrating literature alongside music, food and culture, he said. Highlighting the quality of participants as a distinguishing feature, the Chief Minister expressed optimism that Shillong could soon rank among the top literary festivals in India and the world.
Basically, the Lit Fest started about 4 or 5 years back, and it has grown a lot in the last 5 years. Our objective is to really attract the authors and writers from the national, international level and bring them here to this fest to, again, as I said, to share their writings and to motivate young writers, especially our own local boys and girls, and really push them to also become and go into aspects of writing and literature. That's really what it is. And obviously when we do all of that, it goes along with the overall festive season. So it's another kind of a flavor that we're adding to the entire festive season. It's not just about music, it's not just about food, it's not just about the weather or the place, but it's also about literature and writing. So it's a lot of aspects to it. So that's what really the purpose is, and I am very happy to see the response. It's one of the better fests, lit fests we have had in the last 5 years, and we are hoping that in the next coming years this could become and should become one of the top literary festivals in the country.
The one-day winter session of the Jaintia Hills Autonomous District Council, or JHDC, was held on Thursday, featuring 5 motions from MDCs of the Voice of the People Party and Congress, including salary payments, the Lapanak border dispute, land record digitalization, and amendments to the JHDC Act. CEM Thombor Shiwat confirmed the state will pay ADC salaries due to financial constraints and said a field visit to Lapangap could be provocative. He further informed that the land digitalization project using GIS has begun, starting with Mukla village.
The 3 autonomous councils are important institutions and are also a symbol of the culture and tradition in the state. Once the salaries are paid by the state, the Autonomous District Council can focus on the different areas of concern, development aspect, and different aspects of tradition and culture. Wala the resolution they will only pentemelu ni yang wala ki hak yogi. You the ikot is like. Then we put the main over on the time. You the media the nigger of it. Kita ay ko en tayo. What by the resolution have a negotiation without what you know of have a decision. My term for what have a negotiation.
The Meghalaya Legislative Assembly lit up in blue on 19th and 20th November to mark World Children's Day, highlighting its commitment to child rights. The High Court also joined the UNICEF Go Blue campaign. This year's theme, My Day, My Rights, focuses on integrating children's rights into daily life. UNICEF official Dr. Madhulika Jonathan praised Meghalaya's initiative, noting the state's efforts to improve child welfare, healthcare and support for frontline workers.
World Children's Day is observed on 28th November across the globe. On this occasion, the UNICEF, Assam and the northeastern states have requested the Honorable Speaker to illuminate the Assembly building in blue. We have also observed that on this day, iconic buildings like the Rashtrapati Bhavan, India Gate are also illuminated in blue to observe World Children's Day and to promote the rights, welfare and development of children across the globe. So in solidarity with what is being observed across the globe, we are also similarly illuminating the Assembly building in blue.
This year, the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly and the Meghalaya High Court were illuminated in blue in solidarity with children of Meghalaya. This year's World Children's Day theme is My Day, My Rights, and invites each one of us to look at child rights through the lens of an ordinary day in a child's life. In Meghalaya, UNICEF works closely with the government of Meghalaya and the National Health Mission to strengthen health systems and improve the reach and quality of health service for every woman and child.
Former Minister and UDP MLA Paul Lyngdoh said his removal from the Meghalaya cabinet was about ethics, not personal, noting the party had publicly denied any reshuffle plans despite ongoing discussions. He refused to comment on joining the NPP ahead of 2028. The reshuffle, which dropped 8 ministers, left many leaders unhappy. To pacify them, the government has since appointed several of the removed ministers as advisors and chairpersons.
Nothing to do with my being personally disappointed. It is a matter of ethics and how one practices ethics in politics. I don't think as I said, it has anything to do with me as a person. But I've clearly stated the position. It is not a position that I took. It was the president of the party who kept saying we have no plan for such a reshuffle. And it was the president of the party who chaired the CEC, and it was the CEC that was informed that there is no plan of such a reshuffle. You counted the number of weeks, how many more weeks do we have till 2028? So it's too early for me to even reply.
The Meghalaya government has confirmed that children are being used to sell drugs in Shillong, especially in Maulai. Advisor to the Social Welfare Department, Paul Lyngdoh, called the trend alarming and urged stronger coordination between police, ANTF and communities. He highlighted Shillong's severe shortage of village defense parties and said new drug networks are emerging across the city. Vulnerable zones like the Motprand stretch and parts of the cantonment area are being closely monitored as joint efforts are intensified.
Coordination between the state, the district police and the ANTF plus the local community is very important. And at this point of time, I'd like to again make a clarion call to the community that it is high time for them to come forward and help us, because we as a society, we are a close-knit society. And if anybody thinks that the problem does not involve his family, then he's wrong, because we are so closely knit that the peddler might be your next door neighbor. So unless the community comes forward.
Deputy Chief Minister Sneobha Langdhar, along with Cabinet Minister Waidlat Mikishela, who is also the Jowai MLA, inspected the ongoing projects in West Jaintia Hills district today. The projects included Yaumusiang Market Complex, the mini secretariat and the working women hostel, which recently received a sanction of rupees 27 crores and is designed to accommodate 200 beds. Dhar expressed satisfaction with the progress, noting that the Yaumusyang market complex is on track to be completed within the stipulated time frame.
Building the use as per plan man well equipped. Le yonga go TCM manu local melila. Hey one hey to Yaumusyang project man I sa hun bin ni. Tere kamang nur hipai ba yung ibra yo penem kam smart yung tili dan gini orlong no ini next year kudawan. Teko aran la li visit ni kita ga working women hostel kurang lebih sanksana arhan nya kurtam to yung Giant Hills. Teka tala dari digi mo melu melar stangi le ni yung ti jan next week stangi krela. Teni no wan kani ni district secretary an hudi ti blang bro hi. Teka ni sa kumen orang man gini pandai debi year ambat in term of fiscal progress dalam 90 plus. Saat sekarang tu ni girong atau ni penduk pun nak tor kenang wa. Yo ni move ke scan face an blok 2 blok 3.
Baju kamu TV ini Pak, yo pikir tiga jauh tu yang diskonsil. Ke i ke kamera yang i kamu TV kat video udah saat tengok. Teman ada biu cunat iu han awar cakap diskonsil. Tahu kat i bayi walai kat tiga yang i ada percang iu extend go floor gua ada tin ada percang cunat ada slab. Kenang yo dang ye cucu akomodat kat bayi walai. Tang Henry senyap tu bim to harga level ke yang i wok lam ni Pak senyap tu kita tak property yang diskonsil. Henry i betan kam ngah ke i ekubelai yo chief minister yo deputy chief minister yo chim kiai ke ni ke kam. Harga jing yalam ke yang ki yo i ke sanction. But senyap ku menu yo
Deputy Chief Minister Snehobalang Dhar has expressed his gratitude to the people of the state for their exemplary conduct during the recently concluded Cherry Blossom Festival. Dhar noted that visitors from Mumbai, Hyderabad and Spain praised the state government for the success of the event. They were particularly impressed by the respectful and well-behaved demeanor of the audience, highlighting the mutual respect displayed even amidst large crowds during performances.
Usaha kumen ukana ipi ho policy subject. Usaha kumen do ngaga winning leader yung state yung ini de Cherry Blossom. Ang perlok yung ngayo wan Bombay, wan Hyderabad, ang po Parengi, po Spain. Usaha kumen do ukana ipi spread ni news. Hyper chat itu me puto ai kijing ro state. Takwa aku li kijing ro bingam ti bona. Ong gimam poi berkadi katto nu pai ba ye chat lang wokan thai wo chandang wokan ro wokan lut menu chade. Mengule klem kor. Haduk ani disiplin ke Meghalaya. Sound jong ngam lidar ngopi. Te kani kuntu choi ki pai ba yo man kam jo man ni. Kani to good news. Penyu ko to we are here to save people. We are here to maintain our own discipline. We are here to respect other people.
RTI activists Richingson Siangshai and advocate Kerlang Ksu met East Jaintia Hills Deputy Commissioner Shivans Avasti on November 20th to raise concerns over the District Selection Committee or DSC process. They submitted 17 suggested reforms seeking a transparent exam system, final answer key publication and a clear tie-breaker rule. According to them, RTI findings revealed loopholes, adding that they may approach higher authorities if no action is taken.
Hadirin mangila yo ki information lang ba ke RTI reply balang ila file nang ni bebek nila sneu ba yo idon kam ke ba penbah ya kene karukum proses prosedur jom ka DSI kenang ban long kum ka benta ke ban build confidence but ya kene sakri babiang tam sa ki paiba jom ka district ham tam sa ki ba apply kam te ha kai ka de kani entar ka sni ngila mi sa u DC balong chairman jom ka DSI nila bo ya ka suggestion sa ka sarkar ham tam sa ka DSI ban don kata ka reformation hapo ka DSI ka kontri kam jom ka talor kani ngila bo ka new tliki suggestion sa ka DSI.
A 25-year-old from Kamrup, Assam was arrested for trespassing and climbing onto the stage during Tiger's performance at the Shillong Cherry Blossom Festival 2025. The incident caused a security guard to slip and the singer to fall, raising concerns over event security. The youth had allegedly sneaked into last year's festival and Ed Sheeran's concert by posing as a security guard.
Tiger. I'ma see your ass tomorrow. On stage.
Pumpling locality inaugurated a unique beautification project by artist Jonathan Rani, who used epoxy resin adhesives in a first-of-its-kind approach. The project, funded with Rs 10 lakh under Phase 3 of the Locality Beautification Enhancement Project, aims to enhance urban aesthetics and community pride. East Khasi Hills Deputy Commissioner R.M. Kurba praised the initiative for blending modern art with cultural heritage, while Rani said it fulfilled a long-held artistic vision. As part of the Chief Minister's Youth for Green Campaign 2025, Ribhoi District Sports Office, Nongpo Town Committee and Ribhoi Cycling Association promoted walking and cycling for short trips. The event included a bike campaign ride and awareness session encouraging eco-friendly habits like waste reduction, tree planting and water conservation. Officials, students and cycling association members participated.
Come on, let's clap, everyone. Drive saved.
Don Bosco Media Network has launched Kasur Kinnut Season 4, Meghalaya's premier singing talent show for young artists. The winner will receive Rs 1 lakh and opportunities to represent the state nationally and internationally. Season 4 will feature multiple rounds testing vocal skill, stage presence and creativity guided by expert judges. The grand finale is scheduled for 31st January 2026.
Personality ka experience sangat laporma.
Penam tay at lumbana.
Will be the kind of music or what criteria? Personality ka experience sangat laporma.
Penam tay at lumbana.
Will be the kind of music or what?
A look at the news from across the Northeast. Union Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Sarbananda Sonowal, has said that the rapid modernization of India's inland waterways, particularly in Northeast, is set to unlock major economic opportunities and strengthen the petroleum supply chain and export routes connecting Assam to Bangladesh and Southeast Asia. He said the government has undertaken Rs 1,000 crore worth of inland waterway projects in the Northeast in the past 2 years, adding that 76 national waterways will become operational by 2027.
दिनों में हम लोगों ने जैसे मतलब ऐलान किया था कि 5,000 करोड़ का निवेश होगा हमारी इस सेक्टर में, खास करके इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलपमेंट के सिलसिले में। असम हो या मिजोरम हो, नागालैंड हो या मेघालय हो, अरुणाचल प्रदेश हो या त्रिपुरा हो, हर प्रदेश में अलग अलग हमारे राष्ट्रीय जलमार्ग में जो भी कार्यक्रम हम लोगों ने ली है, इस कार्यक्रम को समय पे पूरा करने के लिए आज डिटेल पे रिव्यू हुई है। इस रिव्यू बैठक में असम सरकार की पीडब्ल्यूडी विभाग हो या टूरिज्म डिपार्टमेंट हो या उनके इंडियन वाटर ट्रांसपोर्ट हो और बाकी इंडियन गवर्नमेंट की हमारे रेलवे मिनिस्ट्री और NSIDCL और हमारे मैरीटाइम यूनिवर्सिटी और हमारे नीनी अलग अलग संस्थाओं की आज सभी लोगों का उपस्थिति में हम लोगों ने डिटेल पे रिव्यू की है।
Now to the national news. Union Home Minister Amit Shah today announced that the next year will be dedicated to the modernization of the Border Security Force or BSF and the welfare of BSF personnel. Addressing the BSF's Diamond Jubilee Foundation Day ceremony at Bhuj in Gujarat, the Home Minister stated that the Home Ministry has set a 5-year target to make the BSF the most modern and aggressive force in the world. He made a strong statement regarding national security and democracy and vowed that the government's resolve is to pick out and expel every single infiltrator from the country.
मगर आज BSF देश की सभी सीमाओं पर घुसपैठ को रोकने में लगी है और घुसपैठ को रोकना न केवल देश की सुरक्षा के लिए जरूरी है, देश की लोकतांत्रिक व्यवस्था को प्रदूषित होने से बचाने के लिए भी घुसपैठ को रोकना जरूरी है। मगर
News in and around the globe. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky met with U.S. Army Secretary Daniel Driscoll on Thursday in Kyiv to discuss a U.S.-backed plan to end the war with Russia. Zelensky said on Telegram that Ukraine and the U.S. teams will work constructively and promptly on the plan. His office added that he has received a draft and expects to discuss it with U.S. President Donald Trump in the coming days.
Your nation about production, how we can have influence on such productions, who set soldiers in your community and watching the horrors and tragedies that have unfolded. We, the United States Army, probably if I went back 20 or 30 years, have not sent our kind of top 4 people anywhere for something like this. At the very beginning, we have our Sergeant Major of the Army. They and we and the soldiers in your community and watching the horrors and tragedies that have unfolded. We, the United States Army, probably.
In sports. India concluded their debut campaign at the World Boxing Cup Finals 2025 with a stunning haul of 9 gold medals on the final day in Greater Noida, Uttar Pradesh yesterday. Indian women boxers Jasmine Lamboria, Nikhat Zareen, Parveen Huda, Arundhati Chaudhary, Preeti Pawar, Minakshi Huda and Nupur Shioran delivered a golden sweep with 5 gold medals in the tournament, marking a historic achievement for the country. In men's section, Sachin Siwach and Hitesh Gulia clinched gold medals in their categories and 4 other men boxers secured silvers. A look at the weather report. In Tura, the minimum temperature stands at 16 degrees Celsius, the maximum temperature at 26 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 67%. Moving on to Shillong, the minimum temperature stands at 9 degrees Celsius, the maximum temperature at 20 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 67%. Lastly, in Jowai, the minimum temperature stands at 10 degrees Celsius, the maximum temperature at 20 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 62%. And the forecast in Tura, Shillong and Jowai says dry weather most likely. Before we conclude, a quick look at the headlines once again. Shillong Literary Festival adds flavour to festive season. Chief Minister Conrad Sangma hails festival's role in inspiring young writers. Meghalaya Assembly lights up for World Children's Day. UNICEF lauds state's efforts for children. Government raises alarm over drug network as it confirms use of children in narcotic trade. And India bags 9 golds at World Boxing Cup Finals 2025 with women boxers sweeping 7 gold medals. With that, dear viewers, we come to the end of the news bulletin. For more updates, join us tomorrow at the same time, same channel. Until then, goodbye.